Alright, it's your boy, I'm back. Y'all see me, y'all see the book. So we gonna cut to the chase today. So, in Mashallah, it's been this word, right? It's the word is approach. So I'm sitting there thinking like, okay, I'm not understanding, like, what are you saying, guys? So what he was showing me is this. When things weren't going well with me, I can't talk about y'all, so I can only discuss myself. So when things weren't going well with me personally at work, when I felt like disgusted or tired or frustrated or aggravated about things that shouldn't have aggravated me or normally didn't frustrate me, it wasn't the people or what was going on at work. It was my approach to what was happening at work. It was my approach to how people were doing stuff. See, I looked at everything from negative and derogatory connotations. That was my mistake. My approach was wrong. Had I approached the situation head on and found out what was going on, I would have had a clearer understanding. I would have been able to do something differently and figure out how am I going to work differently to make this work in my favor instead of working against it. See, what happens is a lot of situations, we approach them wrong, so now they start to fall apart. They start to crumble. We mess around and sever relationships that shouldn't have been severed. We sow discord between us and family members and friends and loved ones that shouldn't be there. So what he was showing me, this is perfect. Thank you, Lord. He says like a pilot landing a plane. They don't just go to random runways. They go to the one that's going to have the least wind, least turbulence, and most conducive to have the best landing possible. So with that being said, their approach has to be on point. See, they know what's going on. They know the situation. They know what can possibly happen, but they approach it with the utmost care and caution because they have so many people's lives in their hands. They have so many people to be concerned with that they don't want anything to happen. So our approach has to be like that within ourselves, with God, with our loved ones, with our families, our wives, our children, our mates, our siblings, our co-workers. Our approach is what's going to make the biggest difference. What I want you to grasp is this right here, because that's like a little rant I'm on this today, y'all. Just being honest. It ain't going to be long. I just want y'all to understand this. When you look at it and you already got a negative thought, it's going to be negative. But if you don't deduce anything, if you don't say, I'm not going to look at it as negative or positive, I'm going to find out what's going on, then your approach will be different. Because what happens is, when you get clarity in the situation, you'll know better how to approach the situation. You'll know, what do I need to say, or what do I need to not say, or what do I need to do, or what do I need to not do to aggravate or even entice it or even heighten it. It's like when you hear a whole bunch of people out sitting around gossiping. Do you join in and ridicule somebody or talk bad or down about somebody, their situation, or you just sit back and listen, or you throw some light into the situation, or throw something positive or something meaningful in there? Well, give them another option. I'm gonna give y'all a perfect example. So I was sitting at work, and one of the guys was like, man, that's jacked up. What happened to T.I. and his wife? I said, was you there? He said, what you mean? I said, were you there when that happened? Yeah, were you involved in any of it? Did you see anything that happened? I said, so how can you go ahead and say they're wrong? See, that's our problem. We approached it wrong. Everybody has something to say about what's going on, but they don't know. If you weren't there, if you weren't part of what camaraderie, whatever they may not have had going on, then how can you give an answer? You're going off what society or media tells us is going on. But if you ain't heard it from the horse's mouth, what good is it? I'm one of these people. I'm going to just make this clear so y'all understand how the approach is supposed to be. Me and you cool. We ain't got to be pals, friends. No, we could just be cool. But no one is going to come to me trying to tell me nothing negative about you. Because what I'm going to do is like, well, hold on. Before you want to start talking bad about this man or this woman, let me call them so they can hear what you got to say about them. Then all of a sudden you watch people's attitudes change when you like, I ain't going. Like, I don't do that. That's not how I was raised. If you have an art with someone, you go to the person, you go to the source. Instead of just jumping on a bandwagon, your approach is going to make it different. When you say, when people realize, when you will actually change the way they approach stuff. When you be like, well, why would you get upset about this? Or why would you jump on a bandwagon because everyone else did it? Don't you have your own opinion? Can't you formulate your own ideas? That makes people think and start considering things like, wait a minute, he actually has a point, or she has a point. So realistically, y'all, I want y'all to just pay attention to your approach in everything and anything that you do, especially in life, because right now, things are difficult. Everything is changing, and life is not like it used to be. Normal is like what's going on now. But your approach to your normal is what's going to make the difference. Because little things can frustrate us and take us off cue, and we mess around and transfer that energy to everybody around us the whole day. But if we learn how to approach it and find out what's actually going on first before we go ahead and just jump on a bandwagon or ride with someone else, it's going to make a difference. Listen, it's your boy, it's me. Y'all see the book. Y'all know, you see the shape. It's always love. But listen, take time out. When you spending time in prayer, ask God to show you Lord, how should I learn to approach you? How should I learn to approach others? How can I approach my wife, my kids, my coworkers? So, as to keep it even keel, it's not about cowering down or being fearful. It's about not always keeping peace, but keeping a better understanding of everything. It's your boy. Till next time, for sure. It's love. Peace.